The setting for our adventure today is 17th century Iceland, 1662 to be exact. This used to be a warmer land, a kinder land when people first got here, hundreds of years ago, 700, 800 years ago. And then slowly over the centuries, the summers have become less warm. The glaciers have crept up and started swallowing the farmland. And Iceland is getting harsher and colder, especially at this time of year, because it is Christmas Eve, December 24th, in a town in northeast Iceland called Húsavík. Well, town is kind of an ambitious word.
I think village would be an ambitious word.
It's mainly at this time, it's a collection of farms and people close by in a community. The nights are long, very long, and the sun is only occasionally around. Not far away are the Dimmuborgir lava fields. Christians in the area say that this is where Satan landed when he fell from heaven, and the pagans know that this is where the hidden folk live, in their dark fortress, especially one of the most terrifying of all, Grýla. It's hard not to believe in magic when you're in Iceland, when the wind doesn't so much whisper as it howls and screams through the lava fields, where the sky above can turn shimmering colors of green and blue, and where all Icelanders know that hidden folk are around them, and among them even, occasionally. This is where we set our scene on this Christmas Eve. It's dark out. Most people, most everybody in the area is at church right now, listening to the sermon. It's the one time of week that they really see anybody who's not in their family. And at this time, one of the only people who's not at church is Hildegunir.
Yes. Hildegunir is, she is old, but she looks even older because her features are weathered from spending all her time outside in the cold, and in the summer in the constant sunlight. She wears simply so many layers of black, thick woolen clothes. So much so that she probably has really bad scoliosis, but you couldn't tell because she's wearing, again, so many layers. So from far away, she kind of looks like a big crow. And she has salt and pepper hair that flies around in the wind. She can never be bothered to tame it back. She has a staff, a birch branch that is moss covered. And she sort of tends to keep away from people unless they need her help. Often her help comes in the form of delivering babies. A beautiful miracle and often a bloody mess, which she can deal with. But she also spends a lot of her time in the Highlands by herself. And even though this is a barren land, she's familiar with all the nature that is available. And yeah, she's a kooky old lady.
Love it. Fantastic. So tonight, Hildegunir she's out and about like she normally is. But she's close to a farm, and it's a farm she knows quite well because it's the farm that her daughter and her husband live in. Now, you know that Málfríður and her husband Sigurður, they have taken to going to church like everyone else. And you don't love it, no. But you understand, especially because only, 8 years ago, 3 men were burned for sorcery, setting off a 30-year witch hunt craze in Iceland, where the old ways are swiftly being eradicated. Now, you know that they're not home around now. It's worrying sometimes to know that they're out traipsing through the cold in this weather. You see the farm. What do you do?
I approach the farm and I look around. No one's here. Okay, and I still I find a little shady place, and Hildigunnur goes in, and out comes a little mouse, just a tiny little mouse that knows where there are little cracks to crawl through and get into the farm. And Hildigunnur snaps back into being herself, and she leaves on the kitchen table a leg of lamb, and then she scurries back out as a mouse.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right, we're going to pull away from Hildigunnur for a moment, and we're going to go to the man of the hour, the one leading the show at the minute, our Pastor Stuber. Could you describe your character for us, please?
Yes, Pastor Stuber is a reverend of the Lutheran Church and is from Cologne, Germany, and has made the journey over to Iceland and has become the pastor in this very small town in the north of Iceland. He's an outsider, but he likes to stay isolated and uses most of his days to build more furniture for the church and make small kind of crosses, and also big ones as well if someone asks for one. He's a master carpenter, and he spends most of his days writing letters and doing charitable work, and he is a very kept man. He really keeps to himself, and he's very he believes in God, very much so, but is cautious of witch burnings and often tries to not go down the route of extremism, but he then often has to carry out these actions even if he secretly does not believe in these things. But he must go with the madness even if he disagrees with it. And so he's doing...
The pastor is at the pulpit doing a sermon. What does the pastor want to say about Christmas to the people of this Iceland?
Well, what the Pastor Stuber wants to say to the congregation is, this is such a wonderful time of year, a time to understand your community, to understand what we have, what we are all this time. This is a difficult time for all of us. However, this is also a time for us to know how we survive such bleak times by cherishing one another in such great times. I see someone's nodding off already. So Stuber, he has a passive insight of 15, so he sees when people are starting to go. So then he goes, anyway, let's sing a hymn. Because they do love a hymn in Iceland, so they all perk up and they're all like, ooh, excellent. So if we shall sing a hymn. Oh God, oh God is so great. I don't know anything.
I can see that.
And we'll pull out on that beautiful chorus.
God is so great. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Singing very pragmatic Lutheran hymns. Most people in the community are at church right now, but not everyone in the area is part of the community. There are some who live on the fringes, live on the edges, are more tolerated than accepted when they do come around. Mauricio, would you describe your character?
Yeah, of course. Braun is originally a dark-skinned man from North Africa. They got taken, him and his brother got taken away from his family at a young age by Turkish pirates. Now, Turkish is the term that they used in Iceland at the time to call Muslims, not necessarily from Turkey. So these pirates took us and they brought us to Iceland. Me and my brother were able to escape from the pirates because the pirates were more interested at the time to take Icelandic slaves and take them away from Iceland. So ended up staying in Iceland. Now, we were never part of the society, me and my brother, but he did teach me how to take care of myself and how to take care of each other. And eventually, he got killed for protecting me because I stole a sheep. I was hungry, stole a sheep. He tried to protect me when they came to get me, and they killed him. That's when I decided to just basically fuck off. We can swear, right?
Sure, why not?
No,
It's
no.
Christmas.
This is Christmas and this is a Christian country.
Not in the
You
first
cannot
3
swear.
minutes.
You cannot swear, you dickhead.
When my brother gets killed, I basically have no interest in staying around people. So I basically turn to the mountains, which is where I met my wolf called Drekken. 5-year-old wolf that I've had is the only friend I have really. And then I actually go into town from time to time because I met this really weird, small, tall priest from Germany. That
I
is,
don't know, I'm average height.
he barely speaks to me, but he does he keeps me fed. He gives me some, what do you say? Provisions from time to time. He just leaves them outside of the church for me. So I come to town from time to time just to get some stuff. And then I basically live from hunting and stuff like that with my wolf.
I probably also like make arrows because I know you're a hunter. I probably
Yeah.
make some arrows because I can do
And
that.
time to time, if the weather's really bad, no one's going to notice if someone sleeps overnight in the church.
in the church.
And maybe a blanket appears
Yeah.
just over top of
Yeah.
you.
But I wouldn't say that the priest is my friend, though. At least
You don't have any friends.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he does give me provisions and all that, but I think I just tolerate the fact because he's trying to convert me into something I don't give a damn about.
Well, it takes time to convert, you
But
just
I
need
take-
to get them at the right time,
I'm just taking advantage of his.
You and a couple of the others, including the pastor, have had perhaps an uneasy alliance or understanding ever since that incident in the graveyard with the undead, with the white.
Coincidence?
Yes,
I don't think
when
so.
the devil came about and then God smited them with a moonbeam.
It wasn't God. It wasn't,
Yes, it was.
No,
It was
no,
God. Yes.
No. Okay.
Okay, so Hildigunnur is not the only one who is taking advantage of the fact that everybody is at church right now and not at their homes. It's been a particularly difficult winter, and from your perspective, some of these farmers really have more than they need.
Absolutely.
So you are prowling around in the area of one of the biggest farmsteads around. It's Gunnar's farm. He is wealthy enough that he has several servants as well as a large family, some tenant farmers. He's able to take in guests from time to time. So you are in this area. You know that at most one person is home, maybe a worker. You know that normally those workers take advantage of this time to get very drunk and fall asleep. What do you do?
So I first sent Drekken in to check out if he smells any lurkers in the room. Is that what you said? Lurker?
Like, you want Drekken to go up to the farm door and check it out? All
Checking
right.
out around the building and checking out if he smells anything so I can go into the door.
Okay, so do you want to give me, actually give me a perception check from Drekken?
Sounds good.
First roll of the game. What do we got?
17 plus 7. Plus 5, sorry. 22.
22. Great. So, Drekken pads around the house on light feet. The farm. It's a fairly long building, tall. It's in a classic Icelandic fashion. It's got a turf roof on it, so it sort of looks almost like it's built into the hillside, with stone walls on the bottom. Not very many windows or things like that because it would just let in the cold. Draken sniffs around. He definitely smells something. There's something in there. You see the perk of his tail that indicates livestock, food, things he loves. Normally in these farms, during the winter, livestock are kept actually below in a sort of basement, like dug out under, and then people will sleep on top to take advantage of the warmth of the livestock. So it's very likely from that there's probably livestock in there. He also smells. There's a couple different things. There's something not quite normal. It's hard to tell, but he seems to flip between something that seems familiar and something that does not.
Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to have this advantage of checking for like weird stuff, if there's anything weird in the air.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Primeval awareness. As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within a mile of you.
So would you like to use primeval awareness? Yeah. All right.
Do I have to throw for that?
No. It's just you expend a spell slot
yeah.
to cast primeval awareness. Yeah, fae everywhere. It's so much fae. Yeah.
So much fae?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not. I would say that's probably not entirely a surprise for you. You know, while you're not from Iceland, you have been around long enough to hear of the Yule lads, and you know that many villagers tell stories of these fae creatures who creep around during the night, who bother their sheep, or eat their skyr, or slam doors, or steal candles.
Or peep through the windows.
Through the windows,
Lick
all
balls.
sorts of things.
Lick balls?
I want to ask Draken to just paw through, because there's many doors, I'm guessing, around the house.
There would be, I think, probably two entrances, like a front entrance and a rear entrance. You'd have one that would be large enough to bring livestock in and out, and a smaller one. But you wouldn't, when you're trying to keep heat in, you want as few of these entrances and exits as possible. So inside, it's one long room that's very likely, normally, sort of sectioned off internally into different areas, basically.
Well, I have stealth. I'm pretty stealthy, so I'm going to try and go in without being heard, just to check out what's happening.
All right, so you want to enter, do you want to go through the front or the back? Where do you want to go?
I want to go through the small door.
You want to go through the small door? And
this is the back, I'm guessing.
Yeah, okay. And so can you roll stealth for me?
8 plus 6, I think. Yeah, plus 5. So it's 13.
13 altogether.
Great. So you very stealthily, quietly creep up to the back door and enter Gunnar's farm. Inside, there's not a lot of light. It's very, very low. You've entered sort of the kitchen area on the far side. There's a little pantry area and a small cooking fire with it's not a full flame. It's more embers, glowing orange embers that cast sort of a low light. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that I could use for food, take back with me. Either maybe if there's something that's not necessarily alive, if there's meat already cut, then I don't have to take something. I don't have to take sheep with me. But I'm looking to see if I can find anything for provisions.
Yes.
Because the priest is out there singing bullshit at the church.
God is so wonderful, wonderful time.
And he forgot to leave me some provisions outside, so now I'm just trying to figure it out.
In Pastor Super says, like, shit, I think I forgot to leave provisions out for... Oh, fuck, he's going to steal so much of their stuff. Oh, no, I'm going to have to defend him again.
I'm basically on my knees just seeing what I can find to take with me.
Maybe Faye are edible.
You could find a Yule lad to eat.
One of them's really small.
That's true. Do you want to go ahead and roll another perception check for me?
Ooh, 8 in total. No,
all right.
It's 3 plus, what's my perception? That was the dog's perception. 4, so 7.
7. Okay. Well, you do find a couple things lying around in the kitchen. Some cheese. That's pretty good. That keeps you going in these times. You think maybe if there's not like meat here, you don't seem to find it here. Sometimes there is other food storage areas of the farm, like a cellar or a storage area that might be in a different
place.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
First, I want to find I want to look around and see if there's liquor as well to keep me warm.
With a 7, you don't find anything.
So I just
give me a 10 and I'll get you drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll break into a pub.
If I can't see much, so I'm going to try to go somewhere else. Then I walk out.
So to a different farm, or
is there a different outhouse? Like, is it a different house?
It's part of you would just be going sort of down along the sort of windy areas inside this long farmhouse. So this is like a kitchen area. So you find there would be like a common area that you would, maybe like women would be doing crafts like sewing and knitting and things like that. And then towards the far end, you might find a sleeping area. And at any point in there, maybe you might find a food storage.
So I'm going to keep on walking in stealthily. And trying to check out which areas I'm going through and just going through where I can find something for me.
So fantastic. So you are pacing along low, slow. With that 7, you don't see much.
Stop shaming me for my 7.
Did you bring the wolf in, or did you leave
the
the
wolf is outside.
Okay.
He's supposed to bark if anything happens.
So
Howl.
You are...
it's not a dog.
Dogs howl too.
You're domesticating a wolf. That's what you've done.
Yeah.
So it is technically sort of a dog.
Thank you, Stuba. Yeah.
So now that we've decided the taxonomy, you're creeping along. It's dark. It's quiet. You can't hear much, see much. The areas are blocked off. They don't have any wooden walls. Wood's very expensive. Only the nicest buildings in town have any wood on them, churches, that sort of thing. But like dirt and turf and that sort of thing packed to sort of section off areas. You round the corner and come face to face with something, nose to nose. It's human-like.
Bruh.
And we'll pull away.
Fuck me.
Sorry, Huw. We'll get to you in a second.
It's fine.
Nose to nose. She left me nose to nose with this thing. Okay,
I was worried it was going to turn out to be me.
Let's go.
Going to go back to Pastor Stuber at the end of your sermon.
Yeah? Can I roll for a performance of the speech?
Absolutely. Yeah. Give me a performance check on that.
Absolutely, because I just thought that would be a good
I should have asked for that.
To see how happy people leave this sermon and how happy I'm with it as well. Oh, that's not too bad. So it's a 17 altogether. 17.
That's pretty good. People are
better than last week. Yeah, he really brought it for Christmas.
Yeah. So have a lovely Christmas day, everyone, and we shall see you again tomorrow. So we will again insight. He can see no one's like, what? We have to come again tomorrow? Are you fucking joking? It's like yeah. So see you again tomorrow, same time. So thank you very much. and God bless. Thank you.
So you go, the sermon's over, people stand to leave, you go to say goodbye to everybody at the door, and, you know, give a little handshake and a bless. And,
Bless you, bless you. Amen.
And
Amen. Yeah.
Towards the end of this row of people coming through to say goodbye and go home after the sermon is a face that you've come to recognize quite well.
Yeah.
It's Johanna. She's
Yeah.
and her 4 children. She's been coming quite a lot to you for comfort and support since her husband passed away last year.
What? No, I did nothing. Right.
Yeah.
I'm a man of God. Okay. But yes.
Yes.
Hello, Johan.
Hello, tack fyrir, gleðileg jól. That was such a good sermon.
Thank you.
know.
I just really appreciate that you and your children come every time, and you are one of the very few that comes every time. So that is so nice of you.
You make the children come too?
How dare you? How dare you?
You're not here.
You're not here. You got something with a nose up against you.
I'm sorry.
fuck
You got your own stuff to deal with, man.
But yes, I'm so grateful for your time and patience. It's so grateful. Is everything in order at the house for Christmas?
Oh yes, I feel very sort of sad at the idea that you might be spending Christmas alone and be so alone in the season. And I would like once again, please, to invite you over for dinner.
I am so grateful. But Christmas Day, I am not alone. I am with the Lord. So I am so sorry, but Christmas is a very difficult time for me. Coming from the family I had, it was very difficult to have Christmas, and the memories that I have of Christmas are not as sweet. And I would prefer to contemplate alone. But again, thank you so much, Johan.
I understand, absolutely. She has her 4 children with her. She's got the 2 older teen boys that have really been the reason that in this past year she's been able to keep the farm at all. She's told you a couple times how much it means to her to have a man of God around, because she's worried that without that sort of lordly influence, they'll fall in with the drunkards and the wastrels.
Oh, they're a handful. They are really a handful. So, but I shake their hand, and I give them time and really speak to them. Yeah. So that it is not just me trying to get off with their mother.
Well, you see, and you also see Anna, who's 8, peering around her mother's skirt. She's always been sort of wide-eyed and quiet around you. People chalk it up to shyness, although normally she's quite a chatty girl. Yeah. Tonight she seems especially sort of distressed as she tells her mother, "I don't want to go out there. The Yule lads. I can hear them. They're all out there.
Don't worry, Anna. The Yule lads is just a story. It's just a story. Do not worry. They are not out there. What is out there is the clanging and banging of the wind. But remember, you might get a present tomorrow. But do not worry about the Yule lads. You'll be okay."
She fully says nothing to you.
And I just go, well, anyway,
Her Johanna is very apologetic about her daughter's behavior.
It's totally fine. Stories are very, very powerful. That is my job, you know. And so stories can have power, and sometimes it is scary, but at their core, they are also very comforting. So have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you tomorrow.
So we'll pull away from that, and we'll go back to Braun, where I would love for Braun, up face to face with this creature, this hunchbacked, sort of almost human creature with features that you could only sort of describe as overripe.
Jesus.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Never heard someone be described as ripe.
Yeah.
It's 10 plus 3, 13.
13. Great. Let me pull up my...
So wait, if he rolls higher than me,
then he would get 2
exactly, he gets 2.
rounds
I
on
still
you.
don't go.
Yeah. He does. Luckily, he does not roll higher than you, so he just gets the first one.
Okay.
His eyes are wide when he runs into you. He reels back. He's gonna go ahead and punch you. Take a swing. He's freaked out. Just came face to face with somebody he did not expect to be there.
I guess that's understandable.
Yeah. So does a 22 hit?
Fuck you.
This is gonna go ahead and let's see. Here's my D10. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus. What was it?
He reels back, and in like the adrenaline coursing through him, the fear, the surprise, he just sucker punches you right in the face for 13 damage.
What the hell, man?
This is a big guy. He is not thick and broad. Now that he's sort of reeled back far enough for you to kind of capture the fullness of him. He's lanky and long. He's got on like old sort of Icelandic peasant clothes, but they're all too short. They cut the sleeves cut off at the wrist. The ankles are showing. It's all patchwork and scatty. And yeah, but the guy could hit. Yeah.
Just walked into Mike Tyson. You just on the farm of
Killer
Mike
Mike.
Tyson.
Killer Mike.
Punches me in the nose.
Yeah.
So I just go, what the fuck, man?
All right. And we're going to pull away from you.
Oh, my God.
Once more. And all right. And go to Gummi.
Oh, right,
Hugh's
cool.
character. Hugh, can you describe Gummi for us?
Oh, yeah, sure. So Gummi is a bard, and quite a good one. His words have been known to defeat zombies and kill whites. He's actually quite widely known locally as Gummi the White Slayer, and his band of friends.
Wait. That is not what happened at all.
You're not here.
Ask the gravedigger. Anyway, yeah. So he's he always wants to perform, always wants to be at the center of attention. He's kind of short and he's got pointy ears, but that's actually what all humans look like in Grimsey, which is where he's from. And he had to leave Grimsey because he was singing foul songs, and he came to Husavik hoping there wouldn't be any Christians around. Shame. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Gummi the definitely human 4 foot tall with pointy ears.
4 foot tall. Yeah.
Perfect.
Not
so,
a
Kind of
norm at
weird
all.
green eyes too. Yeah. It's weird.
So Gummi has been around for a little bit. He's been sort of taken in by Gunnar as a resident singer. Everyone is
It's an artist residency.
so yeah, it's an artist residency.
Yeah.
At first, although no one would ever say it, they allowed Gummi in because he was definitely a human from Grimsey, and nobody wants to make angry the very powerful magical humans from Grimsey.
Yeah.
So there was a lot. They applaud so hard every time he sings. They are so complimentary.
It's a genuine captive audience. It's a hostage situation. Yeah.
But
They can leave, but they'll die. It's Iceland in 1662, where they're
there
going to
really
go.
is nowhere to go. Yeah, so, and the stand-up scene is nothing like this at all here. It's very different. Everyone's great.
Yeah. Yep.
But actually, sort of temperaments and feelings towards Gummi have warmed in the past month since Thomas the Gravedigger was there to witness Gummi single-handedly fight off the white and the 3 zombies that he raised in the graveyard. And since then, he has been a welcome addition. They asked him if he would stay behind because then nobody was going to ask him to go to church for Christmas.
Nah.
So Gunnar very, very sort of kindly and politely asked if you would like to stay behind. At a certain point, you must have dozed off, where I don't know if you were partaking of anything or not. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
that's where all the liquor.
That's where all the liquor is.
You couldn't find the liquor.
Yeah.
some old mead.
Yeah. Right next to your sleeping area
Yeah.
is just like empty.
Yeah.
Jugs and carafes
Mead
and things
skins.
like that. Yeah, mead skins.
Yeah.
Just a pile of empty mead skins
Yeah.
next to your bed. You've been deep in a cozy drunken slumber while the sheep mill about beneath you, all interrupted when you hear a huge "Oh fuck!"
Whoa.
from inside the farm. What do you do?
Well, can I tell where it's coming from?
Well, you want to roll a perception for me?
Yeah, I think I do. 10 plus 1, 11.
It's inside.
It's inside.
It's in the same building as you.
Wow.
You can't see anything directly, but you think if you moved to if you moved through the long house, you might be able to find it.
I'm getting this right. It's like an old Viking longhouse.
Yeah, old Viking sort of. That's the setup.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get up, and grab my rapier, my sword, and go. What is the noise is coming from nearby? Definitely not outside. So I'm gonna go and have a look. And I don't know, like, am I at one end and this is at another end?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I start going towards the
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, you go. You bravely hoist your rapier up and menace towards the sound.
Yeah, and then I go, and I check my meat skins just for a bit of hair of the dog.
Nothing.
Isn't any, so I have to have water. What a shame. And then I drink some water, and I go into the darkness, I assume.
Yeah, it's a low light.
Low
There's
light.
Low.
Well, then I have
light.
reasonable vision in it because I'm definitely not a gnome.
So with your human dark vision.
Yeah, I guess I do a little.
Yeah.
What's going on?
And in that darkness, you see someone you know,
Yeah,
Braun.
my assistant.
Yeah. Reeling back, clutching his face, and you also see this huge sort of scarecrow of a man.
Oh.
Man-ish.
Okay.
And actually, do you want to? So
do I have to roll?
do you want to roll? No. Do you want to? Well, I was gonna see if you wanted to do like an intelligence roll to see if you know who this is.
Yeah, that might make sense.
Well, like a history check.
Yeah, it'd be
history
like a
plus 6. So.
Yeah. So
hello, boys.
go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Oh, and I rolled a 9, so I got a 15.
15?
Pretty good.
Oh wait, no, I rolled a 6, so I got an 11.
Hitting those 11s. Snake eyes.
So that's enough for you to know that this is definitely a Yule lad. Okay. Not enough for you to know which one.
Ah, okay. Okay, then I kind of go, what's going on? I shout that out with my sword raised.
And the Yule lad whips around towards you, surprised again, now feeling outnumbered. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okie doke.
Let's go.
Let's do it. 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay, so
I'm great at initiative. You're rubbish at it.
Fuck you. Well, so you go before me then, now.
Yeah, so
That's so funny.
God damn it. I'm just standing there going like, what the fuck?
so it'll go, so it's Gummi and then Braun and then the Yule. Okay.
This is really taking away your badass character's reputation.
I mean, I just got bitch slapped.
Socked in the face.
Yeah,
so,
you're punched in the nose, to be fair. Yeah.
Gummi, what do you want to do? You're first in the initiative.
How far from him am I?
It's inside the house, I'm guessing.
10 feet.
10 feet. Well, then I close the distance
Okay.
and attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack roll for me.
Yay. I'm going to roll an attack roll. 7. Plus 4. 11.
God damn it.
Oh,
10, 11 over here.
yeah. This skinny bastard sort of just does a little side dodge with his torso.
yeah?
You hit where he used to be and pull back. He is now certain that he is facing people who want to hurt him.
Ah, yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Well,
Braun.
we can try and chill him out.
Well, I got hit in the face. I yelled, and then I just look at what the hell hit me, and I just charge for it.
Okay.
I have hand axes, which means I can do a bonus attack of 2 weapons,
Okay.
and I can only add the bonus. So, do I throw the hit? D20.
Yeah. So give me an attack roll. You'll give me 2 attack rolls, right? Yeah. So give me, just do both of them, I think.
Can I take this?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my
these
God.
dice, man. You did you do anything to these
10,
dice
I
before?
5 and 10.
Okay. 5 and 10 total.
It's 5 total and 10 total.
Yeah, this guy is slippery. He is a greasy,
And I've also been hit in the nose, so I'm just like, "Ugh."
thin fella who seems to be just dancing around your attack.
I go to Goodman. Do you know what the fuck this is?
It's a Yule, lad.
Thank you.
I just don't know which one.
Appreciate that.
They don't normally punch people.
Well, you got him off guard.
Yeah.
Punched me.
Yeah.
So it's a fight now.
He woke me up. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I forgot that he actually makes 2 melee attacks. All right. So he's gonna, I think he's gonna go for Gummi this time around.
All right.
So we got a what? We've got a 20 and we've got a 14. What's your AC again?
Minus 13.
Okay, so those are both gonna hit you.
For some damage.
Probably, each.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably
Yeah.
some
a little
damage.
A little bit of damage. Little bit of damage. All right.
Ooh.
That's not great.
Cool.
R.I.P.
I don't have...
He's got 18. Oh my
It's
God.
so funny if you guys get killed by a Yule lad. Honestly, it's great
in the
for the
first
story.
bit, you know?
He sort of wildly windmills at you.
Nice.
Clobbers you with one fist and then another and gets you for...
Is it 18?
He's got 18, just so you know.
Is it more than 18?
Oh, he was going to say 20-something. I saw it in her face.
I don't
It's
die
20. He got you for 20.
Oh man, gummies, dude.
No, you
Gummy
don't
is
die
down.
instantly. You gotta
No,
heal me.
Don't
so-
you go to 1? So I just saw this huge thing that punched me in the face.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, he comes in with a haymaker and then fully gut punches Gummi, lifts him sort of off the ground with the force of this, and just like hurtles him into the wall, just slamming him down into
my nose.
So this is it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
This is when I go like, all right, look, can we talk? Can we have a conversation here? Is it okay? I mean, I did not mean to. You hurt me first. I just want to know. Like, I want to see if I can talk to this thing. I want to. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get into no shit here.
Okay, give me
Which languages have you got?
Elvish.
Because I don't know if he speaks common. He might not.
What does he speak? What does he speak?
He does speak. Yeah, he speaks Common and Sylvan. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is the one.
Look away. You're the one fucking me up.
This is what bards are for, by the way. I shouldn't. Natural one.
Natural one.
Natural one.
Nat one.
Natural
Nat
one. Does whatever a natural can.
So I'm begging this guy, please, look, I just want to have a conversation. I don't want any trouble.
And he
was trying to get
takes
some-
this as aggressive behavior. You are making your body bigger as aggressive behavior.
Let's just relax.
Take
it easy.
Yeah.
And he's coming towards me. What's going on? What's going on?
Do you have Draken, by the way?
Yeah,
do you
the
have
wolf
your
is
wolf?
outside.
Draken is outside, so I don't know if he knows what happened.
Well, he could
He
hear the
would've-
commotion
he
and
would've-
run
yeah,
in.
he
Yeah,
would've
yeah,
definitely heard the commotion, I
So
think.
So we'll say Draken has heard the commotion by this point because you're yelling. There's blood in the air.
So maybe what happened was you were trying to do this, and then Draken came up behind you and like
Yeah.
so it's like that,
Yeah, so
that's-
now-
Now it's even worse.
yeah.
Now you've definitely you've got a wolf with you, a wolf that's growling and baring its teeth and looks ready to strike.
And I'm doing this all the time.
And you're doing that. So you've used your action to try persuasion. Didn't work like so badly.
That's the understatement of the game.
You made it worse. And I wish I could say that that's not common for you, but I think it probably
Okay,
is.
there's no need for the dungeon masters
Your
to
best
be cheeky,
friend is
okay?
Yeah, you get along with a wolf and nobody else.
What are you talking about? We're buds. We're buds.
So you've used your action. You have a bonus action. Draken's next to you. It does not cost an action to give him a non-attack command. So what do you wanna
Draken, help. Go get help.
do? Okay, Draken looks up at you, looks over, looks hesitant, pleading like, "Please don't make me leave." But after a minute, he
Fuck off, yeah.
Yeah, he scrams out the door and sprints away.
Don't tell your wolf to fuck off.
No, because he doesn't want to. Because
Yeah,
he
that's
wants to
true.
go, fuck off. Get out of here.
All right, let's get these.
You should have got Patrick to teach you Icelandic dog commands.
No, that's true.
Sister,
Áfram, áfram. Oh,
Okay,
if I say
those are
áfram-
bad rolls. Very bad.
For me?
No, they're not bad for you.
Okay.
It's a 1 and a 7.
So it's amazing rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great
So
rolls.
we get
So
a
he
1
tries
is
to hit me both times?
he tries to hit you twice. Sort of just big wild swings, and you duck under them. You're quick. You're dexterous, right? You scoot out of the way of those. And Gumit, can you make a death saving throw for me?
Woo!
Yeah, sure. Wait, that's the D20, right? Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah.
14.
Okay.
Is it 14 the number?
No, it's
10 or
over
higher is
10
a
or higher.
success.
Yeah. And if he
So
gets
it's 3.
Yeah. Braun, it's now back to you.
I mean, this guy's definitely OP, like overpowering. I don't know what it is. He never told me what it was.
You don't know how many hit
did
points
tell you
this
what
guy
it
has.
Oh, he did tell me it was a Yule.
To Yule.
So I realized that I'm definitely at a disadvantage right now. But
Give him a bowl. See if he licks it.
So you could attack. Do you want to? You're in an environment.
it's pretty dark inside, right?
Yeah.
Do Yule lads have special kind of vision or something?
Yeah, they're
probably
fey,
have
they have
dark
dark
vision,
vision.
yeah.
But there's different things around. There's the coals in the fireplace.
I'm gonna try to
there's-
hide. I got 5 stealth, and this motherfucker can clearly break me in half.
Okay.
I just saw how he totally destroyed Gourmet.
Yeah, but I am tiny.
Still, he did punch me for 13 the first
Yeah.
time,
Okay.
and now he missed.
All right,
luckily, so I'm
so
gonna try and hide.
you wanna- go
while
ahead.
I wait for help. for
Go
people
ahead,
to-
roll for sure. So you duck around a corner. And
19.
19 plus 5, 24.
Yeah, you duck around a corner and vanish from sight into the shadows.
Oh,
He's well scared now. He's like, what the fuck? He just disappeared.
and as I disappear, I go, bitch, and disappear.
this Yule lad, quite disoriented at this point, just been given a nasty surprise, and I mean, two people tried to murder him. He's.
Excuse me. I do have the bonus action of Hunter's Mark. So
Do you
when I hide, I do Hunter's Mark because I'm gonna fuck him up.
All right. So he.
When she does that, I'm...
as he wildly swings around, trying to find a way out, goes back towards the living area with the sort of, you can see there's an area, it's like a platform above the sheep enclosure where people sleep, right? So there's like there's some open space where you can kind of see down into there. He tries to make an escape. Just give him. He's drops these containers that he grabbed them, and he wanted to take them with him. He's freaked out. His palms are sweaty. He drops them. They're full of skyr. Skyr goes all over the floor, all over the stone, makes it so slippery. He slips and he slides and he falls.